Yo, am I live? Looks like it. I always ask that dumb question because I can never tell. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another just hangout today, Sunday, November 28th. We're on the verge of Christmas. December's coming up, and I'm excited, guys. We have a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming out, and I'm excited, man. It's gonna be good, man. I'm gonna be doing so many cool things too, videos that I've been wanting to do for almost 2 years on this channel as well. So guys, exciting times. Man, oh man, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having so much fun gaming. I've been gaming a lot more than I have the last month, and it's just been so good. So happy to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Of course, we're gonna give out a Stadia game today, and we're just gonna have some fun. Oh my goodness, give me a second, guys. Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat here, and give me a second. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping first. Just give me 1 second, everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. We're gonna start setting up that bot here pretty soon, and we're gonna go ahead and give away quite a few things, or we're gonna give away a game today. We gave out so many keys last week that I noticed I was running short. So, holy crap! Already we got a member. Yo, what's up, my man? Oh no, I might have messed up my streaming settings today, so you might see some issues. Yo, coming in, Hort. Welcome, my man, to the Sunny Club. R Hort, thank you for the Sunny Bronze, and Geek the Sneak with $1.99. Thank you, my man. Let me lower the music a little bit. You guys are awesome. Let me go ahead and put some songs on. Oh, I love this part though. I love this drop. Yo guys, thank you so much, Geek the Sneak, and welcome, Horde. Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat real quick. We got Nimbus Cloud Gaming. What's up, my man? I missed some of you guys earlier. We got Kamarly. Yo, how's it going, my man? Doing good. Buck's not doing so great. I haven't been paying attention, Lars. The Bears aren't playing today, so I'm not watching. Rodney, what's up, my man? Red Stick Atheist, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Sonic, how you doing, my man? We got Ruben in the chat. What's up, Ruben? Good to see you, my man. Haven't seen you in a few weeks, but good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We got Devoy in the chat as well. What's up, Devoy? We got I don't know how to say your name. Anime Rock. What's up, Anime Rock? Jimmy. We got Shek Ashim. What's up, Ashim? Andre Lamont. Let it snow. Let it snow. I might be in snow in a couple weeks, my man, so I'm a little worried about that. But yes, here in Arizona in the desert, it does not snow, so let it snow everywhere else, though. Red Stick Atheist says, I bought so many Black Friday Stadia games. I hope they have a big Christmas sale as well. If they do, it'll be just as good, but maybe not as good as the current Black Sale Fridays if they're still available. Patrick, good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Patrick. We got Freak. How's it going, Freak, in the chat? Alan finally caught a live stream. Good to see you here, Alan, today. Thank you for hanging out with me. We got Adam Johnson. Hello, Sonny. I hope everyone had a great holiday. Hopefully as well. Remember, not everybody celebrates. I always try to be cognizant of that. Not everybody celebrates things like Thanksgiving, but us here, Americans, have had pretty much the week off. It's been a little tough because I've been doing a little more here at the house, like hosting Thanksgiving and things that I'm not used to. So let me know if there's any problems with the quality today, because I forgot to bring down my settings to 1080p, so it's at 1440p, so I don't know if it's gonna mess up or not. But either way, what's up, Conzingo? Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're having a good holidays yourself. Thank you for coming today. And I missed everybody. Lorenzo, Bird, now it's on, and Van Lee. Let's go ahead and start the giveaway today. We are giving away, and today we're gonna up the tickets for a member. So if you're a member on the channel, you're gonna get extra tickets today, because I'm not liking the ratio. I thought we found a good one, but we didn't. So I think it's just because we have so many awesome people who enter these giveaways. I'm trying to find that 50-50 balance, but I might make it to where it's more like 60-70, so everybody still has a chance, but I want to give the members a little bit of extra love. So just give me a second. Let me set that up real quick, guys. We have quite a few things that you guys don't even know it's still coming. Not a lot of things, and nothing insane, but we got some good gaming stuff happening for even not just Stadia, but GeForce Now. There's a lot of good stuff to get excited about. I think this is going to be a really fun month. If you guys have time off because of Christmas, I think you're going to have so much so much gaming to do because of all the extra stuff. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to give 2 extra tickets today. Let me save that. All right, let's start the giveaway for you guys. But I'm excited. Today's not going to be as long a stream, guys, but either way, we're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. Thank you again to our newest member, R. Hort and Geek the Sneak. Last week was so crazy. I had promised you guys we're going to do a Just Dance stream. We are going to set that up sometime. Give me from here until March, and we will set that up, guys, and we will just have some fun. I'm excited. I was testing it out earlier, and I really can go as far back. I just have to raise the camera a little bit, but I'm excited. I need to lose weight anyways, so Just Dance works perfectly as well. Oh my goodness, guys. Give your numbers to a data scientist. What can we expect this UNC shorter that you talked about? What's up, Powell? I'm not sure what you mean, my man. Ruben says, all good here, Sonny. Hope you're fine too. I'm always lurking. Gotcha, my man. We got a couple people in the chat. Mark, what's up, Mark? Good to see you. And hopefully I didn't miss anyone else. Is there any game that's like COD on Stadia? There's a couple of competitive games. There's the Battle Royale right now. PUBG. It's not exactly like COD, obviously. And then there's a free-to-play coming out here soon. There's supposed to be a Ubisoft free-to-play coming out here. I've been predicting it was going to come out like sometime like by the end of the year or the beginning of next year, but we're kind of getting past that point because the game really worked super well in beta. So I'm hoping we see it, and I'm drawing a blank as to what the game is, but the Ubisoft game. So we have a couple more free-to-play games coming. So there is some games that I'm excited for that are going to be competitive. Yes, and of course, Rainbow Six Siege is probably the closest and the one that you're really going to get a lot of people to play against and stuff like that. So 9 to 5 comes out not too far from now. Yep, X-Defiant, my bro. That's right, X-Defiant is the one. Althar says, lots of good deals on Stadia, but I don't get any games this side of Christmas in case I get gifted them. It's happened before. I don't get any games this side of Christmas. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with cloud gaming, right? That's why I've been petitioning for Stadia to really work on gifting keys, guys. I mean, how exciting would gifting keys be? I think this is perfect. I think it feels like a lot of platforms don't do something like that, but I feel like with cloud gaming, you got to make the exception. Or I would love to have seen at the very minimum some Stadia gift cards, just because it's a little bit easier than using like Google Play Credit and all that. So that's stuff that I'm still hoping to see. Too bad we're not seeing it at this moment, but look at that. The members are getting like extra tickets, guys. But if you're just a subscriber, you also get a ticket as well. And most of the time the subscribers win. So, but guys, yeah, again, we got some good stuff coming. I'm excited. You guys are going to have videos on all that stuff here in the future. And it's interesting, man. Stadia has been doing some different things within their internal team. And a part of me wonders, is this because of Chris left for a bit, but there's been some movement happening and some cool things, and I'm happy about it because it means that, it gives us creators a little more leeway to cover things for you guys and be kind of on the front lines there. So there's some good stuff coming, and it's going to be fun to cover this stuff in December, because I want to say November, because we did have a lot of surprise giveaways. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out what happened to my music here. It like all disappeared on me. Well, my stream is still going right now. Okay, there we go. Let's put the music back on. I'm not dead in the water, am I? Okay, so my music just randomly stopped out of nowhere. But where was I going? Khan says, I won Humankind last stream. I'm loving it, Sonny. Thank you very much for the game. For sure, my man. I'm glad that you're loving Humankind. That's awesome. That's awesome. By the way, I did purchase a Wasabi controller. It should be coming sometime soon. I definitely didn't get the fastest shipping, but it's coming. So I will definitely have some pictures of that and present that to you guys on stream. So this should be good. Do you think we'll get Destiny on Luna? What's up, Rodney? Would you get? I feel like Destiny's a good one to show up on Luna, Rodney. I don't really get many Luna questions. By the way, what do you guys think Luna's going to announce at these awards? I feel like it's just going to be something simple, like they're rolling out to more countries finally. Stadia, SSR says Stadia key gifting is something we really need. By the way, shout out to SSR. I sometimes I have that problem, guys, where I skip over the mods sometimes. It's because the Streamlabs, I'm conditioned to ignore the Streamlab messages, and sometimes that equals the mod, so I apologize, guys. Yo, what's up, Jim? Good to see you. The Wasabi controller is the best looking one. Yes, it's definitely up there. Yo, thank you for the 2 months, my man. Have you tried Rayman? I bought after your vid. Yes. I didn't. You mean the sale? You mean the video where I talked about Rayman? Yes, because I'm like, I didn't make a video playing Rayman. I haven't tried Rayman. My little brother, I bought it. So it's funny because Rayman came out on Tuesday, and I knew immediately. Now, I hadn't told my little brother that Rayman was coming, but he's a big Rayman fan. Like, he's huge. He loves the series. He loves all the games. And so I waited to tell him. I picked him up after school and I said, hey, guess what? Rayman Legends is on Stadia. I'm like, are you interested? He just got so excited. And that day, it was like a guy's day because the wife was out and it was just me and my little brother. And so I went and got him some like Jack in the Box, some burgers. He doesn't eat burgers. He eats chicken nuggets. If you guys don't know, my brother's special needs. So he doesn't, he's a little picky on his food. So he mostly just eats chicken nuggets and fries. So I bought him some chicken nuggets. I bought him I showed him I was buying Rayman, and he just jumped into it and he has played for hours. He hasn't been back in a couple days. I imagine he's going to get right back into it. But the cool thing about the game is that it has lots of different like little modes. Like there was like at one point he was playing soccer, so I was watching him play it, and the game is just so beautiful. It's amazing how beautiful that game is. So if you guys are interested in Rayman Legends, that's the game we're giving out today. It's really good. You're going to enjoy it if you win today. Whoa, we got another dono. Cloud Knight coming in with the 5. No message, Cloud Knight, but you're saying here, I'm swinging for the fences for my Luna announcement prediction. All right, let us know what it is. They leave beta. I feel like, man, you know what? That could be what it is. Announce a new price for Luna Plus and several new game channels, including EA. Yeah, man. That could be true. I was just thinking like they're just going to do something simple and release it to more countries. But you're right. I could see them totally leaving, because the Game Awards is kind of one of the biggest things some of us pay. I mean, I don't pay attention, but I know a lot of people do. Man, oh man, I wish that Luna would reach out to me more. I've tried talking to them so many times, and I'll get somebody, but they never follow up, which sucks. But I don't have any information on what's going on with Luna. I wish I did. But I could. You're right, Cloud Knight. I think that's a really good prediction. I could see them leaving beta. It works really well. The thing is, they haven't launched to other countries. So in my mind, especially since they've been so conservative, I could see them just giving more access and not claiming it's released just yet. But I think that's actually a really good guess. I've been playing Saints Row Re-Elected. Oh, hold on, I jumped a little bit. Been playing Saints Row Re-Elected this afternoon on Stadia. It's pretty good. Yeah, that game's pretty wild. Althor says Rayman's amazing. Played through the body. Both. I played through with both with my partner. Great fun. Yes, I'm a huge fan of the games. I have watched my little brother play them. I've played them. It's been a while since I played them, but he's been playing them for the last 5 years. So, like I said, he was so happy when he saw that. I love Stadia, but ever since Forza 5, Halo Infinite, I've been hearing nothing but good things about Forza 5. I haven't played it yet. And Halo Infinite came out. I can't get off of xCloud. Hey, man, nothing wrong with that. I've been hearing nothing but good things about both games, actually. I know people have been going wild with those. I just haven't had the time to jump into those just yet, man. I got to get in there. But yeah, man, I've been loving that people are enjoying those games too, and on the cloud too, which is impressive, especially for a game like Halo, especially Forza 2. I mean, both of them require like precision, like down to the millisecond, you know. So it's a big deal. Alessandro says, "Congrats for 21K." Thank you, Alessandro. Really appreciate that. Rock says, I won't lie, the Luna controller looks nice. I like the purple accents. It's a nice controller. I don't prefer it over the Stadia controller, and I don't know where my Luna controller is. It's like somewhere over there. I'm definitely going to be busting out the Luna controller here very soon, and we're going to have some coverage on it at some point here very soon, like a pretty big video. I have some planned videos for some really big ones in the next 2 months. You guys are going to see a lot of different content, good content that kind of comes at the end of the year. and it kind of gives you that excuse to really cover a lot of different stuff. So I'm going to be doing a pretty deep dive into Luna at some point here, especially with their upcoming announcement. It's going to end up playing really well. So I haven't tested out the controller as much as I like, but playing it a little bit that I have, it's a good pad. I like it. Stadia one still, for some reason, I don't know why it's my favorite. It just feels right, I guess. I also play Stadia with my 4-year-old now. Nice. My main game is Hades on Xbox Game Pass. Yes, I played the crap out of Hades on Game Pass. That's a game that I really wish would come to Stadia. I don't know if GeForce Now has it, but Xbox does, and I did experience it on there, and that's a fantastic game. That's a must-have for every cloud service, in my opinion. It's such a it's one of the highest quality indie games I have ever played. And keep in mind, I have covered 20 times more indie games than I've covered the AAA games. Why? Because there's just more indie games that come out on a frequent basis than AAA titles. So yeah, it's a great game. I'm hooked on FS22 at the moment. Would have gotten it on Stadia, but lack of mod support wasn't a deal breaker for me. Hopefully Google can come up with a solution, as this might benefit other games. Yeah, mod support's going to be an interesting one that cloud services are going to have to tackle slowly but surely. I think what's interesting is that I talked to somebody the other day who's very heavy in the modding community. I don't think they watch my live streams, but had a really deep conversation with them. And right now, mod support is something that even the consoles are still not there to where the PC is. So it feels like there's going to be a little bit of a progression, right? You need mod support to kind of hit the platforms really well, and then make its way onto the cloud, or probably the next one after that. So once kind of like the Xboxes and PlayStations get like close to the PC support, because they do have mods now, it's just not as thorough, not as in depth as PC. But I think at some point that's going to continue to evolve, because essentially these consoles and all this like tech we're using is becoming PC centric. So you're going to see that eventually. So yeah, it's going to be some time. What are the chances Stadia will make an announcement at the Game Awards? That's right. Yeah, Phil Harrison is going to be one of the judges. I would say there's not much of a chance. I do wonder if, you know, and that's the thing, Google doesn't typically, they don't typically counter. I've noticed other services counter, especially Luna. If there's one service that I always see kind of try to, at least in the past they were, not so much maybe the last 6 months, but Google's not one that typically reacts. They just kind of do things on their own timeline. You know, they're just not worried. They're just kind of doing their own thing. So for a Stadia announcement to be planned at the Game Awards, it would have already been planned in advance, and he is a part of it. But I don't associate the two to actually to where something will happen. You know, I don't think this is kind of the anniversary announcement. By the way, I did get some people who were saying, you know, the anniversary, nothing really happened. I think a lot of people were potentially expecting games. I think what they ended up doing is just coming out with the sales, and then they come out with that kind of the roadmap of what they're going to do going forward. And that was just kind of it. And then they had a community stream. So for the same thing, I would say for this awards, I'm not expecting a whole lot if we see anything at all. Probably nothing. And my expectations are low. I mean, I'm even shocked Luna's going to have something. So hopefully whatever they come up with is going to be pretty big, I'm assuming, or at least big enough. And so in my mind, I'm thinking that's just more countries, but we'll see. In your opinion, what is the best game on Stadia at this moment? Man, that's a tough one, because like there's just so many questions on that. I need more context on that question. Like, what type of games do you like? I mean, I feel like a game that just has every single package is always the one that comes to my mind, is Division 2, just because it has Stream Connect, it has crossplay, it has multiplayer, it's online, you can play the game solo. I mean, and the game is 4K 60. It just has like, it checks every single box. Doom Eternal's another great one. I always talk about Doom Eternal because it's a game that just requires such fast-paced, like moment-to-moment action, and it really showcases how good Stadia is. So Doom Eternal's up there. But you know, that game might not be for everybody. I still think Red Dead's a great game. It's not perfect. Red Dead doesn't have like 4K 60. It's more like 4K 30 or 1080 60, but I think it's a fantastic game. I'm honestly, like, when someone asks me my personal very favorite game, the first game I think about before I say anything is Cyberpunk. I just love Cyberpunk on Stadia. I've just enjoyed the crap out of it. It's my most memorable time with Stadia alongside Dead by Daylight, but Dead by Daylight's not a game I'd consider the best. So let me keep it going here. Cloud game is the future. You don't need a box under your TV. Yes, it's absolutely a future. The Eagles are losing, Lamont. Are you in your special place watching the Eagles? Definitely, Sunny. xCloud has really stepped up the performance on both games. Run great, but xCloud still isn't as clear looking as Stadia. Hope we see Microsoft increase the resolution soon. Yeah, I've been saying this for like the last 3 weeks. What xCloud, in my opinion, just gets right is like that kind of performance in a sense. Like I'm playing and it's the best I've seen. It's not right up there in my opinion with like GeForce Now 3080 or Stadia, but it's like it's barely like negligible in terms of like latency, like movement to movement, right? But if we're talking visuals, for some reason, and I'm telling you, when xCloud launched, it just looked better. Lately, I just have not been getting great performance. So I always say, though, the thing that I care about the most isn't the actual visuals, though. It's that performance. Is it working? Especially with xCloud, where I used to have so many problems, but now it's pretty solid in that sense. So enjoying a game like Forza, Halo, you're going to enjoy those games on xCloud. It just might not look as pretty, obviously, if you have the Xbox Series X and all those. I just got the Premier Edition for $22 a few days ago, and it's the anniversary on December 1st, and I'm pretty excited to do Stadia. Well, welcome to the community, my man. We have an awesome community here. As you can see, we have awesome people. It's amazing. Like, this is literally the best community. They're so helpful. We all try to help each other. For the most part, we all behave and we're friendly. And if you ever need any questions or need help with anything, this channel is a great one. The Reddit, Twitter, we have a lot of awesome creators, my man. So welcome. I hope you enjoy Stadia. If you have any problems whatsoever, join our Discord. There's a link below. We try to help anybody that has any issues. We have some awesome people who are good tech guys and ladies. So hop in, and I can't wait for you to play Stadia and see how you're enjoying it, my man. I want to hear your feedback. Come back on our stream here when you get it. He says arriving on December 1st. My next stream's next weekend. Come back and let's see how it's going. I hope it's going good for you, my man. I think Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition mod is a great model to be followed. You have a search bar in the game and install the ones you want and restart the game. Dev problem. Yeah, Raphael. I think there's definitely different ways to implement it. I've seen some good ways mods get implemented to where it's not too intrusive. I just wonder how it works with cloud services and how all that, like, unless you're using Shadow where you're just actually renting out a PC, you're not actually renting out like an actual, like a GeForce Now or a Luna or Stadia. I just wonder how all that works and how that get implemented. But I'm with you on that. I think having modding, it just brings so many games to life and something that we need to see. So is it too early to be talking about E3 2022 and potential we might see? It's never too early. But off the top of my head, when does isn't E3 usually summer? I think that's one of the things that I hope I don't sound like an a-hole right now, but one of the things that I've always liked the thought of with being a content creator is, and I've always had plans of this, is going to these conventions. And I know it's just been rough because of the times that we're in. So I do hope that once these conventions come back and it's starting to be a little more normal in regards to these, that I get to go and cover stuff for you guys, and that's the plan. So when I say a-hole, I mean like me saying that I'm gonna, because usually they give out press passes for these things and you get to like find out about the games for your community, and that's something that I really hope that happens here in the next year or two. So I'm excited for the stuff next year, because I think everything will start to return a little bit of normal, but we'll see. Do you have any idea why the Stadia team has abandoned the Canadian consumers, especially with the lack of promos recently? It's a trend that is not going unnoticed. Yeah, I laugh a little bit because I truly don't think that this is a thing where they are like the way you kind of put it. You said abandoning the Canadian consumers. I don't think that's the case. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I don't think they're abandoning the consumers over there up in the north. I think what happened was, well, if honestly, I can't even. I'm not. The only thing in my head that I've thought of is that they just they just ran out of the actual Premier Editions last year with the Cyberpunk promo. Because keep in mind, now it's been a year, and here's the thing, and this is one reason why I think this. Canada was the very first ones to sell out of the Stadia Premier Editions before anyone else. So if you were in Canada last year and you ordered Cyberpunk, or you bought Cyberpunk, and you missed out on the boat because the way the list worked, it was like the people who pre-ordered and bought the game first probably got it, and then, you know, I shouldn't say probably, that's how it worked. And then some people didn't get it who did pre-order and bought Cyberpunk, which sucked. So they were the very first to run out. So my logic is telling me that that is still the case, that they just never restocked on the Stadia Premier Editions. And why would they? They have to move on to now the new bundle, which is the Google TV bundle, which they haven't been pushing, which I assume this upcoming year in 2022 they will be pushing, and you guys will be back on all these promotions. I think the question where I hesitate a little bit is that it seems like it's been an endless stream of these promotions for the Stadia Premier Edition. Now, they just recently sold out of the Stadia Premier Editions on the store with the 22. But by the way, that $22 sale, I think, blew up more than I thought it would, because the Premier Editions have been on sale for so, like, in so many different promotions that I just didn't think it'd make it, but it did. Like, it just blew up, and I had no clue it was going to blow up the way it did. So the $22 was insane. It just sold out right away. So I think it's just a matter of releasing the final inventory, getting rid of it, and Canada just never, like, they got rid of all their stuff last year. So that, I think that's all it's been. It's not about abandoning the Canadian consumers, I'm assuming. I don't think it is. This is where I feel like something should go out. It's like some sort of just little press, a little sentence that just says, hey, we just ran out in Canada, and this is why you guys haven't been able to get it. I do feel bad for all you guys, because there's definitely some people who are taking it like Stadia or Google doesn't care about us. And I notice the same trend when there's a promotion or a giveaway or something that's done in one country and not in another, and a lot of people get insulted. And I feel like the PR could be slightly better on that stuff. So it is what it is, and that's just kind of my thoughts on it. Leonardo's the reason why I couldn't even pick one up at $22. He says, I bought 4 Premier Editions but had to ship them to Cali since Google doesn't ship them to Hawaii. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, because there isn't official support in Hawaii, correct? So, which is weird. They need to get on that. Yo, what's up, Bulls for Life, my man? How's it going? How's it going, my man? Hold on here. I lost complete control where I was. Okay. Zach says, yeah, hopefully the smooth and run since my internet's 200 megabits up. Yeah, you have more than enough internet, but if you run into any problems, Ziak, I'm just going to call you Zia. Zia, just come on our Discord, man. Hopefully we can get you squared away. If there's any issues, if it's just playing and working right away, let us know, man. We want to know that as well. With the games I bought during the sale, I'm also getting my 3rd Stadia Premier Edition. Guys, I literally have one right there. You can't even see it because, like, it's so blurred out right there where my hand is. It's not even open. I have, like, several that are not open. I'm going to be giving away some to my family, and then for future giveaways as well, because I'm really shocked at how much family has been using Stadia. And by the way, family sharing is such an underrated thing with Stadia. By the way, if you're watching this and you're new to this Stadia community or Stadia itself, there's something called family sharing. And what you do is you just link someone else through their Gmail account. They'll have full access to your library. The only restriction is really you can't play the same game at the same time. But you can still play the same games, just not... Like, if I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, I can't have my brother playing Red Dead Redemption and we could do multiplayer. It's not like that. It has to be one person playing the game. But I could play Red Dead and my brother could be playing Cyberpunk. So, at the very same time, by the way. So, family sharing has just been really cool. I can't believe how much my family... it's shocking to me because they don't tell me. They're just playing and I have no clue that they're playing, and they're playing all, man, the kid games have been on fire because we have nothing but little ones running around, and they're playing all the outright games. I didn't even realize they're playing Little Nightmares, which I was playing Little Nightmares on Stadia this past weekend with my little niece, and we were playing for a couple hours, and that game's super fun, obviously. And then they've been playing the Paw Patrol games, all those games, so it's been really cool. I think Stadia actually knocked it out of the park getting outright games on the platform. Man, I don't know what game to get, to be honest. I want a Premier Edition, but I refuse to buy the Madden because it's running on last gen hardware. You mean it's the last gen version, but FIFA isn't. Like, what the heck? Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened there. At the same time, here's the thing. Sometimes I'm a little tunnel visioned and I only focus on what's actually happening within cloud gaming. So I don't know the differences between the Madden that's out there on the next gen consoles versus the Madden here, but I know for sure FIFA was like, they were making a big deal out of hypermotion gameplay. So yeah, you're right. Madden is definitely not the next gen version, but the game looks fantastic. I think it's 4K 60. Maybe I need my boy Original Penguin to take a look at it, but the game just looks fantastic. But if you need more recommendations, let me know, just write in the Discord and let me know which genres you like, and we'll recommend. Check out my sales video, by the way. I have a full sales video. It's a little long, but I have a full sales video on which games I think are the best, and I only recommended games that I know are good. My hypothesis is that Canadians are too nice to fight back. I've heard that joke quite a few times. Stadia's just abusing that. I've heard that joke more than a few times. Lamont says you can talk to me. Yo, what's up, Earl? Celebrity Earl, my man. Celebrity Earl. Yeah, I'm watching from Lamont's toilets. Sounds good. Oh my goodness. Cloud Knight says I canceled my Game Pass Ultimate subscription recently. It's nice, but I don't have an Xbox or gaming PC to pair it with, and I'm not sure if it's worth the $15 for the cloud gaming alone. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're interested in the newest games, you have to just, this is going to be the future of cloud gaming. It's going to be subscription based. It's going to have libraries of games, and you're going to have to make the choice if that library of games is what you want to play versus a different set of library of games that you want to play. And I talked about this last week on my stream. It's kind of the future of where this is going. This is not, Stadia is going to be a part of that. And you're also seeing Stadia build their Stadia Pro like library, because that's kind of where this is going. It's going in that direction. It's going to be like Netflix. It's going to be like Amazon Prime Video. It's going to be like Disney Plus. It's going to all turn into that in the years ahead. Stadia is not going to be any. They know that too. But what I like about Stadia is that they do give you the option to buy, and you don't have to be subscribed. So that's something that I like. So yeah, I mean, that's all you can really do is look at a library and decide if it's for you or not. I would like to see them come out with new colors for the Stadia controllers. Well said. I am shocked that we are 2 years later and we haven't seen any new colors just yet. Even just one. I think one color would be really sweet. I don't know what that color could be. Maybe I'd love to see a yellow because I'm biased because, you know, the channel's sunny. But yeah, man, I'm with you on that. Hopefully we do see something like that too. I keep saying I want to see one of these cloud services. It could be anyone. Luna, GeForce Now, whoever. And I actually asked the GeForce Now rep once if they're ever going to make hardware, and they almost laughed in my face. So and that was like, when was that? Was that a year ago? Towards the end of last year? They kind of laughed in my face when I told them, are they ever going to have any like GeForce Now cloud gaming hardware? So I think that one of these services, if they can make a better, in my opinion, I like the Kishi, but I like the backbone one. That's only iOS right now, 5 times more. And I still think that we can improve on the backbone one 10 times more than that. So I feel like there's a bit of a hole right now in that realm for some really high quality stuff. And then imagine if you get a Luna based or a Stadia based mobile controller, and I'm talking about a mobile controller that plugs to the Wi-Fi. I think that would be a bit of a game changer. I know people have talked about dedicated screen to controller gamepad, something like the Steam Deck specifically for cloud gaming. I like to see that, but I get why that might not be a popular choice for any of these services to tackle on. But I think a good choice would be a controller. That's just my thoughts on that. I bought two $22 Premier Editions, buying one. See, this is why I couldn't get one, because some of y'all went ham on that deal. Like, you guys went ham. Red Six says, finger crossed that WWE 2K22 comes to Stadia. Yes, that would be a big deal for me personally. I'd love to see that. I've been a fan of the games in the past, but not the recent iterations, but I'm with you on that. The regional differences on hardware treated by Google, it's rough. Yeah. And like I said, Earl, they could do a lot better on the PR on that part and explaining a little better why certain things are happening the way they are. Nintendo Nate, what's up, my man? They could, oh, I already read that. Wonder if Johansson, I know, where is Johansson, the the man of the hour from last stream, and he'd be him, and we had Consingo in here. Consingo and all you guys were insane last week, man. It was out of this world, a stream I'm never gonna forget. So thank you for all the love I got last stream, and this stream, you guys hanging out with me is all I ever asked for. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. No, I lost my son. I need to resub. I didn't even notice. Keith Hutchinsonny, if you buy a Red Dead 2, you buy Red Dead on 2 accounts, it basically gives you family 2 licenses so multiple people can play the same game. That is 1000% correct, Keith. And thank you for letting me know that, or for letting me read that out loud. I mean, I knew it, but for letting me read that out loud for anyone that doesn't know that. I have a friend who works for Outright, and they have an office in Madrid. Well, I want to talk to your friend at Outright if I can. I'll hit you up later. No official Stadia support in Hawaii, but it runs great. Confused on why it's supported in Alaska though. Yeah, I don't know. Family sharing is the reason we have Stadia. I'm new to gaming after a 20-year gap. You know, there's a lot of people like you, Alan, who have come back to gaming because of cloud gaming. More specifically, I've heard of it more with Stadia than I have any other service, and I love hearing that. My kids 3 love it. My 3 kids love it. They are new to gaming, so it's perfect. And basically 5 consoles in the house now. That's awesome. And I bet they don't even realize they're cloud gaming. They're just having fun. My little niece playing Little Nightmares 2. She was playing what's that horse game? Horse Lucky Race Adventure or something from Outright. Spirit Lucky's Adventure. There he goes. I got it. And she's been playing these games. She has no idea she's cloud gaming. She knows about like an Xbox, and she's like, how old is she? She's 8 years old. I thought she was 5. She told me she was 5. Then I posted her picture on Twitter from the back. I didn't show her face, and she was playing, and she told me she was 5. I thought it was kind of sketchy. She's 8 years old, and she's just like, she has no clue she's cloud gaming. She's just having fun. She was laughing her head off at the fact that I was getting killed on Little Nightmares. Dude, I'm playing Madden right now. Of football, you still like it? I'm with you, Red Stick. Madden's one of my games in my current games of what's the word I'm looking for right now? I'm drawing a blank. It's one of the games that's in my setup to where I have like certain games that I play for certain moods. When I'm watching football on Sundays, I usually turn on Madden to kind of get me high for it. Madden's up there. I just started to mess with FIFA 22 as well, a little bit of the career mode. I'm excited to really dive into that one a little further as well. So I've been enjoying those games. What else have I been playing? I've been messing around a bit with Humankind, and what else have I been messing? There's a couple other games I've been playing too. My little brother's been going ham on Rayman Legends. It's been a lot of fun. Google won't accept my payment for the sub. It's all good, Earl. Don't worry about it. Any hope for India cloud gaming? Yo, what's up, KJ? I hope so, and I hope so soon. I did get an update on some stuff with what am I allowed to say? I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't hear about India though. That's the only thing. I didn't hear about India. But this goes back to what I said a year ago. And fast forward to today, because remember, I've been telling you guys for months I haven't heard updates, and I'm just wondering what's going on. I got an update. Let's just say all the stuff you've been hearing from a year ago that's come out officially, still on pace to happen here. So I think that's the best I can say. I don't get anyone in trouble, but I don't even have a timeline myself, but I hear that they're working on it. What are your thoughts on Luna on December 9th? Yeah, cloud validation. I talked about it. I said earlier, I thought maybe just expansion to more countries, but we've seen some guesses too that maybe they're gonna full blown release it on the 9th, and I think that could be potentially possible. SSR says yellow controller. Don't hate, homie. Everything's gonna be yellow focused for me. Sadly, I don't think the smaller player base justify any new hardware, as well as gamers backlash. So that's the thing. You would make a controller like that, but you would make it universal. So for Stadia, it would have the Wi-Fi capability, but at the same time, you would make it to where that USB-C connection goes in, and you can play theoretically mobile games. You could use it for Xbox Game Pass. That would be the smart thing to do. So that's where I disagree in regards to not making a controller, because the mobile base out there is huge for people who use these mobile controllers. So you would want to make it universal, but at the same time, if you're making a high quality controller, you market Stadia alongside that and say, hey, this has the capabilities of running Stadia at its peak performance because you're using the Wi-Fi enabled mode. And I think you do a two-prong thing. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever company takes on a good mobile controller but makes it universal so it's used everywhere else, I think that's where they're going to get some love. Luna could theoretically do this as well. Because right now, both Luna, or at least I know Google does, they have the clip, their official clip, but I think Luna kind of bundles. I think I even bought the official clip that they bundled with the Luna controller. And I hate both clips. I hate clips with a passion. I feel like I'm always scratching up the controllers. They're just clunky and they're not fun to use. So, yeah, I think I kind of disagree with that. And that's because I'm looking at it from that point of view where I think everybody should have it. What happened? My headset turned off. Stadia needs to get NHL series on the platform. I know people that have bought PS5 just for the NHL games. Also, that's one to give away back to the Canadians free of charge. They should, huh? They should give it back to you guys free. I'm kind of with you on that, right? Yeah, man. A lot of people have requested NHL for quite some time. I do feel NHL is a little more niche. Out of all the sports, I feel like it's the most niche to have on Stadia. I think there's definitely a good segment of people that would enjoy it, and I think just having more games on the library would be great. But something like NHL on Stadia might take some time. I don't know if we'll see that one soon. Bought Far Cry 6 to the Premier Edition deal. That's awesome, Todd. Awesome. Since Outriders is so good, sometimes my stuff. Since Outriders is so good on Stadia, maybe we'll see Bulletstorm full clip edition in the future. Maybe. What happened to the Harmonix game that's coming to Stadia? That's a great question, Elsa. I had people reach out to me about that Harmonix thing and said, oh, Epic Games is now bought Harmonix. The whole Stadia thing's done. And I don't know exactly what's happened, but I feel like we can go a couple different ways with the conclusion on that. If a deal was already in place, I would assume that the game is still coming. At the same time, I think we had heard back in February and March that there was some stuff that got cut, and we never knew if officially Harmonix was them. And I know that they had messaged out, I think it was like the CEO or somebody had messaged out from Harmonix and said they weren't sure where they were with the Stadia port of their game. So I'm curious. Oh, come on now. Oh no, not again. Johannes, he appears like a ninja and goes, hello everyone, I'm here. He goes, thank you once again, have a nice day and a good start into the new week. Thank you so much, Johannes. If you guys don't know, a lot of awesome people last week came on the stream and just donated a ton, and I want to say thank you so much for all of that last week. I know it's Consingo, Johannes, and a lot of other awesome donations from you guys. And he's coming in here today with a 200. Thank you so much, my man. And geez, he's back at it again. Last week, man, I couldn't even keep it together. I was so out of sorts. I didn't even know what to talk about anymore. It was kind of a poop show, to say the least, in regards to me trying to just be this guy talking to you guys and trying to just be a personality. So thank you again, man, coming in with the 200. Really appreciate it. Johannes is a crypto whale. Keep up the donations. He could be. Thank you so much, Johannes. Thank you, man. And oh my god, homie just drops a 200 bomb like it's nothing. Like, I don't, holy mother, that's no small amount. Thank you, man. Thank you 100 times. I think I said thank you 1,000,000 times. Okay, come on, just let it go, man. Let it go. Right, please keep it together today. All right, I'll try to keep it together. Thank you so much for another 200. Woo, my goodness. Even SSR, bruh, stop. Thank you so much, my man. Please keep it together. I'm gonna keep it together. He said to keep it together. Thank you for the 200 and 200 back and forth. Thank you again to Johannes. Oh man, that's no joke, especially for a guy like me. That's a big deal. So thank you so much, my man. Matching donations. Thank you again to Johannes. Gonna say thank you, and there we go. Thank you, my man. Thank you for the announcement there too. Oh my goodness. Sonny, this is not a straight cloud question. Do you recommend? I'm gonna try to move on. Sonny, do you recommend NBA 2K22 for the Switch? And do you think 2K will come back to Stadia next year? Well, if you look up NBA 2K22 for the Switch, you're probably gonna find one of my videos on there from my other channel. Yes, I do recommend it. It's a lot of fun. The player base has grown a ton, and it's absolutely awesome, DJ. I don't know how it's like at this moment months later, but yes, I do absolutely recommend it. Again, thank you to Johannes. I'm just gonna throw it out there again because it's no small thing he's throwing out. That's a lot. So thank you again to Johannes. Thank you. And I'm probably going to keep saying it again, so I apologize. But thank you, Johannes. Like, I mean this. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Sonny from Italy. As you suggested, I bought Cyberpunk on Stadia. It runs at 60 FPS, 1080p on my TV. Good looking, kinda. I think it could do better. Maybe on 4K it has more details. Yes. At 4K, it runs at, I think, 30 FPS. It does not run at 60. So it's visually, it's going to look nicer, but it is going to be missing the 60 FPS. They never came out. They came out with a performance in visual mode. It does look better at 4K, but I will say this: there was the latest patch that kind of messed it up a little bit. And the visuals changed for me. So when I recommended the game, I recommended more on the gameplay. And I think I even said it in my video. Something has happened to where it's a little different. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. If not, if you haven't passed the 2 hours, there's a refund policy, which I always need to talk about because it's amazing. Oh my goodness. Johannes received 6 tickets. Well, good for Johannes getting the 6 tickets there. Thank you for your awesome content. Thank you, Johannes. Really appreciate the messages, my man. And I'm glad you've been enjoying the content. I heard, we got Nate Dane next. I don't know how you have your name is all mixed. The next one up says, hey, I heard you a comp game for $29.99. You get the Premier Edition. Yes. If you buy a game on Stadia for $29.99 or up, you get a free Premier Edition. Last I checked was yesterday. It's still available. Make sure you pick it up because maybe they can run out of Premier Edition. So make sure you grab it. Hatch says, guess who's back? I think Johannes is getting his own set of stuff here at this point on the channel. Like somebody said yesterday, he's got his own stock on the channel. So he's a celebrity. He comes in the channel. Everyone knows my man Johannes. My son, who's 15, plays Crew 2 a ton on Stadia, 1,000+ hours. This is what I keep telling people about that game, Rouster. You're not the only one. Crew 2, this is what I try to tell people about the game. Like, it just... And here's the thing, I played the game and it does have like so many different things that you can do. Like you could travel all over the place. You can do different game modes and different, like so many different things. And it's like, if you have fun with it, you're going to get hundreds to even 1,000+ hours, like you said, Rouster. And I know your son's a little younger, like my brother. But yeah, man, it's a fantastic game. It's worth the money on sale for sure. My daughter also plays sometimes and often has sleepovers with her cousins. That's awesome. Any word on to why Warframe hasn't made it to Stadia? I feel like that game is a no-brainer to be on the platform. You know, Mind Plague, that's a great question, and I think that's a game you'll see eventually for sure, because it's always like on everything. And those devs over there at Warframe seem to be awesome, so I'm with you on that. What's your dream Stadia title that hasn't come to the system yet? Mine is Final Fantasy. Is that 14? Final Fantasy 14. My dream game to come to Stadia. You know, well, no, that doesn't. I'm not going to put that one on there. You know, with all the nonsense that's happened at Blizzard, I don't know if this is controversial to say at this point, because I know a lot of controversies happen within Blizzard. I know some of you in my chat, I know SSR has mentioned he will never support Blizzard. I'm just such a big ARPG fan, so I have 2 games. I would say if Blizzard can get their stuff together, I'd love to see the new Diablo. But if not, I would love to see the new Path of Exile. That would be a dream for me, because I don't know if I could create videos at that point. I would just be playing video games all day. Maybe I'll just stream, right? I'll just throw on a stream and that'll be my content. So I'm just a huge, like, my favorite genre, number 1 is action RPGs. We have 0 on Stadia. I called this out on Twitter and I said, can we get at least 1? I don't want Victor Vran though. If Stadia comes out with Victor Vran, I'm gonna slap myself upside the head. That game's everywhere. It's like a bad case of something. It's like a plague, that game. But outside of that, I would love to see some action RPG. So I think those would be my like dream games, I guess, if we were to say that. I think my very number one thing I'd love to see is the cloud only game. And I could definitely see Google down the line using a studio, and I don't necessarily mean buy a studio. I like literally employing, contracting a studio to work on a cloud only game. And I think that's what I want to see. I want to see the stuff that we've never seen before. And I could definitely see that with Xbox. I know Xbox is already working on stuff, PlayStation, and I think you're going to see that stuff, but we're talking 5, 6, 7 years down the road. And I would be shocked if Google was sitting on their hands and knees and not making moves on their own at some point by then. Okay, I think I got it together. I had to like take a second after Johannes's donations. Thank you again to Johannes. As I said, I would say thank you again, my man. Had to recover. Took a second. I recovered a little better. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, come on. Right as I said that. Did you get... I did, Johannes. I did. I ordered a Wasabi controller, my man. It should be coming here soon. I didn't opt for the fast shipping. But it's coming. I did order the Wasabi. I'm tempted to get the Just Black. Thank you for the 50, my man. Really appreciate it. I did get a Wasabi. Do you think Google should try their hardest to renew their contracts with Take-Two and EA? Would you not call this a priority for them in your opinion? 1000% a priority. 1000%. I think they absolutely need to work on those. And I'm glad you mentioned it that way. Maybe you've been watching me, but yeah, I absolutely hope that we start to see more consistency, because again, I said it has been a bummer not to see NBA 2K22. I have nothing to say positive about the fact that we haven't seen some games. We haven't seen well, I mean, that was a little more understandable, right? We didn't see F1. No, is F1 from Codemasters? I forget. But and if it's from Codemasters, that would be EA. So theoretically, it could have happened, but maybe something. So we've missed a couple of games that we had the last previous years we haven't gotten. So again, I'm disappointed. I have nothing to really say other than I do think that needs to be a priority. And for the record, as I've said this in very vague terms, it is a priority. And you will see some stuff next year that'll just continue. So that's about as vague as I can be. So please, if I wouldn't give it to someone else. Okay, I will. I'll give it to someone else. The day I get a sub like Johannes, I might pass out. Yeah. I had a hard time last week keeping it together with Johannes is insane. And Consingo as well was dropping the bombs as well. We were getting the donations were coming, and it was hard for me to keep it together last week. I just didn't even know what to do. I was like, what do I do with my hands? What do I do with my face? What am I supposed to say right now? Like, it was so thank you so much, Johannes, so much. What up, bro? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. King, good to see you, my man. I hope you're doing well, brother, and I hope the family's doing well. I miss your videos, my man. I think we could all collectively say we miss your videos on Discord, King. I'm doing really well, and I have had a great Thanksgiving, man. Thank you. Thank you, my man. And I hope you have had as good one as well. I will never indeed support Blizzard. Yeah. Never going to support Blizzard anymore. Fix your house first. Yeah, I hear you on that, guys. I'm hearing you on that. I'd love to see Forza on here. Another big racing simulator would be great. The cool thing is, and I'm with you on that. And here's the thing. And I think I'm allowed to say this, and I'll be again in vague terms. I did hear, this was a while ago, that one of Stadia's priorities was to get racing games because they know there's a big racing community. And we haven't heard some updates on some racers that I think I talked about this, and everyone's forgotten about these games, but I haven't. It was like 5 months ago I made a video on it. And so racers are a thing that Google's very much aware that people like. So we're seeing RecFex come on December 1st, and I think you're going to continuously see more stuff. We got an awesome donation. Cloud Knight says, thank you for the 5, Cloud Knight. Thank you very much, my man. Really appreciate the 5. What are some of your favorite games on Stadia from the past year? Okay. For me, Life is Strange was a great experience. Humankind's another favorite as well. Thank you for the question, my man. So I started off the year playing Cyberpunk without a doubt. I also was finishing up Watch Dogs Legion. I know that's from last year as well. I'm trying to go through all the games because I've played a lot of Madden. I played a lot of FIFA. I played Resident Evil, Village, and 7 a decent amount on Stadia as well. You know, the game that I haven't really gotten into as much that everyone keeps talking about is Rise of Republic, so I really need to get into that one. But I've been playing a lot of the Ubisoft games. I got a little further into Far Cry as well. Keep in mind, like, you know, I know this sounds really bad, and I hope you guys don't hold it against me too much, but I have 2 YouTube channels, full-time jobs. So what happens is I play a game and I never get to finish it. So I get in there and I play for some hours, and you know, I play it again in another week, and then next thing you know, like, the new shiny game gets my attention and I'm on the new shiny game. So I know I played Legend of Keepers a bit on Stadia as well this year. That's a fantastic game, by the way. It's a indie game, very underrated. If I know you, if you're not into indie games, which I know a lot of you are not, but if you play it, the mechanics and just what's kind of going on in the game is just so much fun. It's a game that I played when I first played it, and I never thought I'd get into it at all, because just I'd be like you guys, it's an indie game. What, you know, it's cool. Indie games, I love indie games, but it's like you're not pizzazzed, right? You're not excited. That game blew me away, and every person I have suggested that game to and has played it that has come back with some feedback from Discord, I've yet to hear somebody say they haven't liked it. They have told me they've gotten into the game and almost like a little addicted to it. So it does get a little bit old eventually, like just like any game, but it's such a fun game. So that one's one that I know I've put in quite a few hours this year, and I kind of have to go through my list of Stadia games. Hold on, let me look at it real quick, because I am curious, what games have I been playing the most? I know my little brother's stuff is on here as well. Ooh, I can't link off. Hold on, give me a second. But there's been so many awesome. Here's the thing too, with like me on a person. This is just me on a personal. Oh, you guys can see what I'm doing here. Shoot, my bad. So, Family Feud. Hold on, let me turn that off. You guys can like see what I pulled up, which is kind of cool. Hold on, let me turn that off, just in case, because I'm not prepared. I don't know what information I'm gonna give away to you guys. So yeah, I played Madden, EA, Dead by Daylight. I always jump in and back and forth. I was playing some Disco Elysium some time ago and was having a lot of fun with that one as well. And yeah, Watch Dogs Legion, Red Dead. So those are some of the games that I've been getting into. Thank you again for the dono, Cloud Knight. Hopefully that that answers it. Let me see if I can go back. Consigo goes, oh my god, I just turned the volume down to take care of the customer, and Johannes blows our minds again. I know, he's crazy. He's crazy. I wonder if we'll see some games on TGA. Not sure what you mean by TGA. Do you like Ghost Recon Breakpoint? So I've said this a bunch of times. I like the game. I think it's a really fun, fantastic game. It doesn't look great on Stadia. That hasn't changed the last time I looked. It's very pixelated for some. This is a Ghost Recon Breakpoint problem, by the way. Even with me playing at the 4K, it just doesn't look super, like, it's just not the best looking game on stage for whatever reason, but the gameplay's fun, and I have played it a decent amount of hours. It's a lot of fun. So as long as you're okay with not the best look, and keep in mind, again, 2-hour refund, so you can always just like, I'm not happy with this right now, and refund it. But the visuals, and again, I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys, not every single game that comes to Stadia is a home run. It's just the way it is. And that was definitely not a home run. And I would love for them, because they went back and they did some changes to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they added a visual and performance mode. I would love to see that with Breakpoint. So that's my only thing. The game's fantastic. It's fun. So much content to do. You can do so much in that game. It doesn't have crossplay, but again, just keep in mind about the visuals. Is Darkseid's Genesis anything like an ARPG? So when I mentioned on Twitter that we don't have any ARPGs, somebody came back and said Darksiders Genesis. No. Darksiders Genesis is the only thing it has in common is, well, 2 things. It's the top down, so it's that isometric view, and then the fact that like the way the combat is a little bit, but the game is very far from an ARPG. It just, that's really where the mechanics, just those 2 things, and that's it. But it's not, because if it was, you know, I'd be pretty happy with mostly that, but it hasn't. Grim Dawn, yeah, Grim Dawn and Diablo are awesome. Yeah, Grim Dawn I'm a huge fan of. Maybe a new ARPG Cyberpunk will come to Stadia. That'd be cool. Is Sekiro a cool game? Yes, it is. Looks fun. Anyone play it? Yes, it is, Jack. Fully recommend it. Yo, Porter John, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Wolfson is the latest patches in great RPG as well. Stadia GG, I would be super happy with Wilson. Absolutely. Yeah, F1 is Codemasters, guys. I'm so behind on the chat. Sunny, what are your specs on your PC? I have a 2070 with a 12 core 24 AMD, and yeah, and some SSDs. So that's what I have. I built my computer last year, the beginning of 2020. So yep, wow, I'm almost running on 2 years now. Y'all better play. So we're gonna have, I think we're gonna try having a Wreckfest stream at some point. By the way, Johannes, because he's been so insane, he's getting a Just Dance stream. I talked about that earlier. But Johannes, if he gets any other recommendations, let me know. I gotta throw my man some love here. If there's a specific gaming stream he ever wants to see or anything. If you're short on time, I can recommend Life is Strange. Yes, I've now seen a couple of you guys recommend it. You can beat the game in under 10 hours. If you push through in maybe 13 or so, I'll definitely take that feedback, Cloud Knight, and tell others. I haven't had a chance to mess with that one as much as I want to yet. Talking about indie games, Dead Cells and Foregone. Yes, those would be great games to see on Stadia. Honestly, just release the pro games right now and say Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. That's the only thing, man. It's like, I love that Stadia and Google announced the pro games, because I was thinking they weren't going to announce it towards the very end, which would have been Tuesday the 30th. But I know why they did do that, because they'll come back from the holidays all disjointed. So they did the right thing. They announced all the stuff, you know, Thanksgiving week, which is what I would have done as well, right? The only thing is that it feels like we had all this, well, at least us here in America, we had all this free time. I would have loved to have enjoyed the pro games. So that was kind of like, yeah, man, just release the games now. But either way, I'm not complaining. The cool little trend I'm noticing is that these big companies are pushing out crap and expect us to continue buying, but these small-time developers are pushing out the straight bangers. I mean, you're preaching to the choir, Marco. I'm a big fan of indie games and indie developers. They're typically the ones that are pushing the envelope, and then the AAA studios copy some form of a mechanic and then put their own take on it, and maybe even a AAA quality. But I'm a big fan of indies, and that's why I never hate on them. I know people don't get excited about them, but I do. I always have. And so, yeah, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be excited for them, even though some of you guys give me a pushback. Not you guys specifically, but I definitely get pushback on my comments when I'm excited for an indie game. It is what it is. Hi, Sonny. Hope you had a great weekend. I have, Ilsum, and thank you. Ilsum, by the way, let me know, Wreckfest stream, should we get the Stadia? By the way, there's an awesome Stadian Racing Discord community. I don't have a link for them. If Ilsum wants to link, because he's a mod on the channel, he's been a mod since like the beginning. If you want to link their Discord, awesome Stadia Racing Discord. Hopefully we can set something up, because I want to have everybody join me. What do you think about the 9 to 5, the new free-to-play game that's coming? That's a great question, my man. I'm a little skeptical that if anybody's hoping that 9 to 5 is going to check off kind of like a Call of Duty box or some sort of something, I would say let's temper our expectations, because a lot of people have been complaining that the game that can't get games. I think what's going to happen, because a lot of people, I think, underestimate the Stadia community. There's a decent amount of people who are absolutely very active in playing games, and a free-to-play game like this in the cloud is only going to be a helpful thing. So, and the reason I'm mentioning all this is because they've been complaining that the people can't get games. The game is still in early access. I need to do a little more research, but I could have sworn it said it was officially releasing here very soon, and it's going to be kind of somewhat coinciding here with the Stadia release. So right now I need to play it myself off cloud gaming to see what it's like, because I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but I'm excited for it. I want to see what it looks like. I think it could be a fun one, but I'm not expecting anything great. So we'll see how it is, and that's just kind of my initial thoughts, that I'm a little like, we'll see how it looks. DJ says, try Dark Side Detective. I've heard nothing but good things about Dark Side Detective. That game is one of those that on the surface, you look at it, it doesn't look like much, but it's a really funny, I think it's a really funny, I haven't played it myself, but I hear it's super funny, really quirky, and you get into it. There was a game like that I played, and I can't think of it right now. There's an indie game that just on the surface is so ugly. I think it's called, I'm drawing a blank. I'll have to look for it at some points for you guys, but it's one of those, there's indie games that just look so ugly, but they have such funny dialogue, great gameplay, and sometimes that's all that matters. Breakpoint is great now. It needed to have that rough launch for Ubisoft to realize they went too far with the formula, Steve. Yes. And that's what I mentioned with Breakpoint. It's got good gameplay. They really changed the way it's come from since when they launched. And it's a different game, and it's a good one now. Just Dance is perfect, practicing every day. I'm not going to practice Just Dance. I'm just going to look like a fool on first initial thought. Because why not? Need an online Final Fantasy style game for Stadia. So there is Elder Scrolls Online. So that is kind of like, that fills that bill, in my opinion. Radu says, wish they could make a better virtual controller for Android like on GeForce Now. Radu, and that's what I was saying earlier. I want to see one of the services, somebody make a mobile, oh, you're saying a better virtual, my bad. You're saying better virtual. Okay, well, that's different from what I'm saying. But yeah, a better virtual controller. I haven't messed with the virtual controllers as much. So I'd have to test those out. I do need to mess with them a little more, but they're probably never going to be super great. So I think the ones that would fit really well are the double ones, kind of like the tablets that fold. I used to have an LG phone that was a 2-folder, and the virtual controller would work really well on that as well. Wreckfest is going to be huge. All right. Yo, Kingfish, what's up, my man? Good to see you. The Stadia gang for sure. I'll definitely try it out 9 to 5. I want to see how it is. Nice. Thoughts on PS Now? Not including DLCs with game streaming. Yeah, I think I saw some of that. Yeah, my thoughts on that are, I think PlayStation's still trying to figure out what they're trying to do. So it is what it is. Dreamer says Timbleweed Park is very similar. Yep. The Soul Home Studio says, so would people go back to Activision if Google bought them, purged the culture, and built the games there for Stadia? I think so. More than likely, my man. I could totally see that. I really think that's some, right now, if there's a studio or somebody that someone wants to buy, like Xbox or Microsoft or PlayStation, Sony, I think right now Activision's probably at its lowest value. So if they were looking to do something like that, right now would probably be a good time. Cloud Knight comes in with the 5, says, quick, we must super chat Sunny into practicing Just Dance. No, you don't have to super chat. I really appreciate the 5. No, you don't. Nobody has a super chat. You mean practice some Just Dance right now? Oh geez. I think you could even theoretically pull it up. Do I still have, you know what? I had it on my old phone, the Just Dance. You have to like download it. So if you guys don't know how Just Dance works, you actually get an app. You get a Just Dance app on your phone. And I don't even think you guys can see my phone right now. I'd show it to you. You get a Just Dance app. Can you see it? Will it focus? I don't think my camera's going to focus. But yeah, you get the Just Dance app. And so you're essentially holding your phone, which is kind of problematic. I'm going to have to put a good case on my phone because I could see it flying off. And then it on Stadia, it records you. So theoretically, you could have several players playing. It's really cool. So thank you for that, Cloud. I really appreciate the 5. I was just thinking of that one game. What's that one song game? The where you're supposed to sing into the game? I should torment you guys with a stream of me playing that game. That's gonna be like a 3-view stream. No one's gonna watch it. They're gonna be like, holy crap. So would people go back to, oh, you already read that. Stadia should probably let us move around the virtual controllers and edit them. Yes, I'm with you on that. Yo! Johannes with another 99. My goodness, my man. You have done enough, my man. Stop. You've done enough. Appreciate it. Last week to this week. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Yes, well, you will get a Just Dance. I promise. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. The only thing is I have to think about. The only thing is, well, here's the thing. The only logistics with the Just Dance stream is I would do the Just Dance stream, but because of YouTube copyright, the stream would probably have to be deleted right away. So what I'll do is I think I have I have something where I can record double. So I'll record off a different thing and then we'll have to delete it right away because I don't want YouTube to get mad and like ban my channel or something. So that's the only thing with the Just Dance stream, but we'll definitely do it. One hand clapping, that's the game. Yeah, well, I should torture you guys with a one hand clapping stream. Me singing. One hand clapping is a singing game. Yes, it is. Thank you again to Johannes for the 99.99, my man. And yes, and thank you to Cloud9 for the 5. You guys will definitely see it. Mindplay says, ooh, if Stadia bought Blizzard, having Diablo on Stadia, mind blown. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine like the things you could do with maybe like a cloud only version of action RPGs? Like, I would love to see, guys, the future of gaming is going to run through the cloud. And the possibilities for what we could see with a cloud only, like I could totally see. Here's the thing. If Stadia or Google were to buy up a studio themselves, you would believe that they would say implement some cloud stuff, some cloud features. I'm still in the camp that if Google were to buy up a studio, they should look for this is, and let me know in the chat what you guys think of a good suggestion. One last time, I want to say thank you to Johannes. I don't want to ignore Johannes. Thank you so much again for the $99.99, my man, and Cloud9. Thank you for the 5. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. I still say that I think the number one type of game you would make, and if Google's listening, I mean, again, I used to say this before they shut down the studios, because I feel like this is going to happen at some point. And someone else could even take this and this idea, but I still think a shooter would be the way to go because it is typically the most popular. Take a shooter of some kind. I don't know if you're going to do it in Battle Royale, if you're going to do it in Battlefield style, or if you're going to do it in Call of Duty, regular Call of Duty. However you do it, take the cloud version of it. Make it to where you have the most players you've ever had. Do 200 to 300. Have Stream Connect, full force. You know, have even things like, I mean, what else could you do? You could do things like state share, but that would maybe be for like a single player portion of it. But have things like that, and you are going to see so many people join your service. If Amazon takes this on, Xbox takes this on, and then think about that idea and implement it in other places. Imagine if you're playing like a fantasy game, like an Elder Scrolls Online or a World of Warcraft, and you use things like Stream Connect, but forget just Stream Connect and those cloud-only features. What actually is happening in the game running in the cloud? I mean, it could just be insane. Like, you can have bigger bosses and creatures and more animations and more craziness, more people on your screen. You can have visuals that you've never seen before. I mean, it can, and then we can even go further and go into like virtual reality, and it's just so insane, guys. So I would be shocked if, you know, Google is still doing its thing. Luna's still Amazon. I mean, Amazon has its own studios, and you don't start to see this type of stuff happen down the line, and it'd be insane. Thank you again to Johannes for the 100. One hand clapping didn't work well for me at all. 3 different headsets and I canceled it. Oh, that sucks. What's your favorite cloud gaming streaming service, and for what reason? Oh my goodness, another donation. I think there are some copyright free songs in Just Dance, but oh, is there? Okay, good. But yes, please figure this out first. Don't want you to get a strike. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll get a strike. The way YouTube works is that my headset keeps turning off. I don't know why. I think the way that YouTube works is that they'll give me like a bunch of like red flags and be like, oh, your videos is no bueno. And I think what'll happen is the video gets shut down right away. But I don't think I'd get a strike, but I could. It might never know. So it is a little bit playing with fire, but you might be right. Maybe there's a stream remote, so we'll have to look into that. Thank you again for the 100, my man. Oh my goodness, that is a crap ton of... Your donos are still on the screen as well, which is hilarious. Thank you so much again for the $99.99, man. Oh, geez, insane. Insane. What? Let me go back to answer Mr. Zuzaid's favorite cloud streaming service and for what reason. So I actually like every service in one way or another. I think all the services are really good in their own way. Like, we can go down the line. I'm going to tell you my very favorite, and I think most people know what my very favorite is. But just in case you're new to the channel, you know, Xbox Game Pass is one of the ones that I look at because it has so many games, but the performance usually isn't where I would like it to be, and what the quality I'm used to. But the performance is so much better now, so that gap has been bridged really good. So I love Xbox Cloud Gaming for the amount of games. It has one of my favorite games on there, and some people are going to know when I say this. State of Decay is one of my favorite franchises, and some people will know why. I do have another YouTube channel. And then we go down the list, and GeForce Now has never been one of my favorites. It used to be. It was my first introduction into cloud gaming. I didn't do on live. I didn't even, at that time, I was still a young kid, teenager, didn't even like, was barely able to afford a basic computer. So GeForce Now was my introduction, and at first I really liked it, and it's what got me into cloud gaming. It's why I would buy the NVIDIA K1 tablet. I've always been into cloud gaming in one way or another before I even started this channel, but I was never fully convinced. But GeForce Now does an awesome job now, especially with the 3080 tier. So it's up there, and it's kind of moved up my list. And Luna is really good, but Luna's kind of like the jack of all trades, where it doesn't excel at anything, but it's good. So my favorite one is Stadia. It's my favorite cloud service. So I'm just trying to give you a bunch of good, one of the reasons why I like a lot of the other ones. But it's by far away my favorite for a couple things. One, the model. I love the Stadia Pro model. Typically the games that go on Stadia Pro are really good. So right now we have 40 games. You can play those games, and if new games come, you always keep the games for the life of you keeping Stadia Pro. And if you happen to let go of Stadia Pro, you'll always have those games. I have 100 games because of Stadia Pro. Then you jump into the fact that you can buy games. Right now, no service really provides the ability to buy games and own your own library of games. I love Stadia's performance. Now it's got competition in that realm with GeForce Now, but they were at the top for the last 2 years. Now we can debate where that is now. So the performance is always good, and then the number one thing I think I like about Stadia versus most is the ease of use. It's very easy to use. My little brother, who's special needs, can sometimes have issues navigating Xbox and the menus and the things you have to update and download. He's gotten a lot better with that. But over the years, he's had problems. And with Stadia, all he has to do is, like they say, click to play. So Stadia is the ability to just jump in, play a game. I have 130 to 140, 50 games now. I can click to play any of those games. So GeForce Now doesn't have that as well. Luna does, but Luna's library is not as good. So to give you a very long-winded answer on that question, you probably wanted something quicker for. Stadia is my favorite for ease of use, the business model. I like the controller more than most, and yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Thank you again to Johannes for the 99.99. My goodness, my man. Yo, Jason, hello from the UK. What's up, my man? Where was I? To be honest, I would like to see Guild 2, but the chances of that happening are probably low. I actually really like that game. Guild 2 is an awesome game. I completely forget about Guild because it launched so long ago. I bet my niece would like that since we were playing Little Nightmares. I bet she would love Guild. Guild's a little more complicated than Little Nightmares. I feel like Little Nightmares' puzzles are a little harder, and I don't mean that. I mean kind of like the theme of Guild. Guild's got a little more complicated theme to its story, so it might be a little harder to explain to an 8-year-old. And by the way, yes, I am having an 8-year-old play Little Nightmares. Is that bad? Like, she was scared, but she was fine. Hopefully she didn't have any nightmares. Man, it's awesome seeing the support you get, Sonny. It's all well deserved. Thank you, Marco. I mean, it's honestly, I just don't have words. Like, I just don't have words, and I feel so bad about that. Like, all I can say is thank you to all the awesome support you guys give. And that's, yeah, and I'm still speechless right now. I just don't know what else to say. I think you can beat up people in State of Decay. Of course, it's Sonny's favorite. Yeah. No, you can kill people in State of Decay. Yeah. If you guys want to see my other channel, it's all you literally have to do is type State of Decay. I'm like at the top. Nice to be back. It's been a while. What's up, my man? Good to see you, Prod. I walked away for 5 minutes and Johannes he's donated quite a few times. Yeah. Power Glove Pixel says, are you going to play the hunting game on the 30th? Yes. And I keep forgetting about it, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for a hunting game, dude. Man, I really think that this game is going to be fun for me. I've never played a hunting game before. I've never had an excuse to play one, but I've always been interested. Now, the good thing is I don't like hurting animals. It's actually the opposite. Right now, I take my time and I take my free time and go to an animal shelter. I'm very involved, so I don't like the thought of killing animals. So the fact that it's in a video game, I won't feel bad about it. But I'm excited for the game because I've always wanted to play these types of games and see if like I get into it, because I'm kind of intrigued. kind of intrigued at it. So I'm actually, yeah, like if you can see me animated, I keep forgetting about it. So I'm so glad it's coming and I get to play it. I enjoyed Guilt more than I thought I would, but I still need to play Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares 2, I did get to play a little bit of that one, even though I didn't finish Nightmares 1, and it's good. Johannes do a giveaway on his own at this point. Sheesh, I know. Johannes has just been killing it. Guys, where are we at right now? If you have an exclamation raffle already, make sure you do, because we're giving out Rayman Legends. Couldn't remember. We're giving out Rayman Legends today, and we are not too far away. We're about 10 minutes away before I head away. How long has the stream been going? Yeah, 10 minutes away. We're about 10 minutes away, guys, and we're going to give out this last giveaway today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We're not leaving just yet, but get ready, guys. The Hunter of the Call of the Wild is free on Epic Game Store, FYI. Okay, cool. The thing with anything on Steam right now, and this is just a me problem, anything on Steam or Epic Games, is I can't download anything right now, man. My storage space is it's just gone with all my videos that I do, and I like save so many videos. So right now cloud gaming just works for me. So do you think we're getting a good deal of games coming out to Stadia? Do you think we're getting out good games coming out on Stadia, your Pro, next month? So Jamie, sorry, I just got a little confused. We are getting 6 games for Stadia Pro next month. They did take away Little Nightmares, by the way. So I know some of you guys were asking me what happened with Little Nightmares. If you're watching this stream back, Stadia took it away from the blog post, so there was some confusion. Here's the thing. I had heard about Little Nightmares months ago coming back to Stadia Pro, so I'm very confused on what's going on with Little Nightmares. Very confused. So hopefully, maybe it's coming again on a repeat later time. I don't know what's going on with Little Nightmares. It's a little weird. But we're still getting 6 games. I think we could be getting more Pro games. So Jamie, just keep that in mind. That's all I can say. I think we're getting more Pro games. I think, but if not, we are getting 9 to 5 free to play. And just watch my last video, because I made some guesses, and I think those guesses are going to be good. But we'll see. I can't say for sure. That's all I can say. Why didn't we get NBA 2K20 sale on the Stadia store with the other deals? It has never been on sale since I've been on Stadia fan for a year now. I was going to say NBA 2K has been on sale, but since you've joined FedEx, you're saying you haven't seen it on sale. You know, I don't know. And I have to look at the Stadia store right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. Did we get other 2? We did get Borderlands on sale. So we did get 2 games, 2K games. That's a great question, actually. I don't know why we didn't get NBA 2K on sale. The thing with NBA 2K is that it's a game that frequently goes on sale all across the board. And I wouldn't be surprised it is on sale right now, but it usually has some weird, like really low, like $10, $20. So I wouldn't be surprised you're going to see it on sale soon. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get another set of Christmas sales here soon, and maybe we'll see it there. But yeah, you're right. It is weird. I don't know why it didn't come on sale, but hopefully we do see it on sale here. I think it's safe. Don't confuse people, because it's already been a Pro Little Nightmare. Yes, Little Nightmares has been on Pro already. But I have had people message me who were not using Stadia Pro before, and we're looking forward to Little Nightmares on Pro. So hopefully it does come back at some point. I definitely had no complaints, and not sure what happened there. Starting to notice most Pro games are also available on Game Pass. That's actually been a thing for quite some time. Do you think we could get Mafia 2 as a Pro game? I think so. It's very much a possibility. I'd even say a good guess. As a stealth drop, yeah. Do you think cloud gaming and Stadia can be the next best thing in gaming? I think that both can be true, and more so if we separate specifically Stadia, but cloud gaming in general is going to be huge. Stadia specifically and all these other services are kind of in a race right now. Where I get really excited for, and I'm going to be fully transparent, what I get really excited for with Stadia is the fact that it is literally the leader right now in features for cloud gaming, and that bodes well for what we can potentially see down the line So I fully expect Stadia to be a leader in cloud gaming, and cloud gaming itself to absolutely be a big thing here in the coming years. Especially as the previous, like the younger generation gets older, more kids are just gaming. The old guard like us, who are very like need to play natively, it'll all just continue to just be streamlined. It'll get better. Cloud gaming will just be the ease of use of it is just going to be very convenient for so many people as more people get older. The thing that people don't like sometimes think about, I think, is that the fact that, and this isn't a shot at anybody or anything like that, it's just that we as gamers, like, think about my generation, the generation above me, the people in their 40s right now, the people in their 50s right now. The people in the 50s were probably the very first to enjoy gaming. Did they keep up with gaming as years went on, you know? Because gaming was a little more taboo for people in their 50s right now, right? As we got to like I want to say my generation is where it's really started to adopt. And then even the younger ones where gaming is just so much more well accepted. If you guys remember, I don't know about you guys, but 20 years ago, there was a stigma around gaming that you're just wasting your time. This isn't something. So I guess what I'm trying to get to is that gaming is just going to continue to be the norm, continue to evolve, continue to be more streamlined. And as the generations get older, the less time we have. And this is something that I've seen a theme within cloud gaming, more specifically Stadia, is that people have hopped into cloud gaming and Stadia specifically because of how easy it is to use, how you just don't have to think about it. You just play a game. You don't have to worry about updates or downloads, updating your computer, updating your console. You don't have to worry about so many different things. The things just launch right then and there. That's going to continue to be something that people look for, whether it's through consoles or through PC or through cloud gaming. Technology is going to continue to get better. And again, you know, it's not an apples for apples comparison, as I always say, but it's still pretty dang close. And we all went from DVDs to Blu-rays to, I mean, we went from VHS to DVDs to Blu-rays to streaming now. We all stream almost Netflix. The closest thing that most of us do that's a little old school is we go to the movies, right? Gaming is going to take that same role, and it's going to happen. It's not apples for apples because gaming is more interactive and requires more precise, tight precision. I don't know what else to say, but it's getting there. We're getting there. Stadia is proving it. GeForce Now is proving that I literally hop on both of these, on both Stadia and GeForce Now, and I don't have any idea I'm cloud gaming. I was playing Jurassic World Evolution on GeForce Now a couple weeks ago. I literally got to a point where I forgot that I wasn't on Steam and downloading it. I forgot I was cloud gaming, and this happens with me all the time regularly on Stadia, guys. So it's absolutely going to be the future. And yeah, anyone know if Transformers is coming to GeForce Now since it's coming to Stadia? I don't know that. The thing I love about Stadia is that you don't need to pay for Pro to play games. I can't afford Pro, but being able to buy games I want to play and buy on my Chromecast is amazing. Absolutely, my man. And having the options is where I think you're going to see the future of more services go in that direction as well. I keep saying we are going to see like a Netflix style library, but I think you're going to continue to see the hybrid model evolve as well. I think that's where, you know, it's kind of like Stadia's going a little different than everyone else in that regard, right? They're building up Stadia Pro now. It's going to look like this big Netflix library. It's already starting to get there. I mean, 40 plus games for video games. It's not the same as movies, guys. You know, games are different. You know, 40 games isn't the same as like 40 movies. 40 movies and TV shows you'll consume pretty quick, but games can last for a long time. So it's going to happen. It's going to continue to grow, and I love seeing that. 41-year-old here, been gaming since the NES in '85 and playing since. Yep. And yeah, you're a perfect example of what I mean. What I hate about Stadia and cloud gaming in general is the poor visual quality. Games just look and feel so much better on native res. Right. It could definitely get better if they up their bit rate, and you're going to see that get better and better. You're still never going to get truly the one-for-one quality as you would like a gaming PC. But I'd argue that GeForce Now is their 3080 tier is definitely competing, and so is Stadia. They're competing a little bit. It just depends on it. Just with Stadia, it literally just goes game by game. Unfortunately, not every game is up there. Some games are up there, like a Division 2 or even a Doom Eternal. But and then, you know, yeah, it's going to get there. The quality will eventually, I don't know if it'll ever be 100%. And I always say there's always going to be a segment of gamers that are going to want to play on local hardware no matter what. And that's never, I feel like, ever going to go away, even though some people insist it will. I just don't think it will. Because I do put myself in the mindset of a former PC gamer, which I was. I'm not anymore, but I was. And so I know that if I never was introduced into cloud gaming, I would probably still want a PC game. Now, consoles, I've never understood. So the biggest thing is saving costs on consoles and not streaming. That's another thing too. That's another thing I didn't mention, is the cost and the ease of use and the accessibility. The accessibility in cloud gaming is why cloud gaming is really going to take off. Even in the next couple of years, when you don't see cloud native games yet, you're going to see cloud gaming continue to take off because of the accessibility to play high quality AAA games. And I mean, who are the services that are doing that right now? So that's why I have every faith in Stadia, and even, you know, GeForce Now and other services. I got 2 kids, and after a 60+ hour job, cloud gaming is convenient and a time saver. I don't need to buy a $500 console for games I play once or twice a week. And that's my point. That's my point that I was saying earlier. We're getting older and older. Our time is getting less and less. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't game anywhere near like I used to in my 20s. If we were to look up a slash plate of my time in World of Warcraft, Diablo, and Path of Exile, I would be scared to death. I'm pretty sure it would equal to years of my life, which is terrifying. I don't regret those years. I never look back and regret my gaming time. I never regret it, because I sit there and I go, you know what? You live life once. I was having fun in those days. Could I have been doing more productive things? Sure. But I was having fun. So I don't look back with any, I don't look back with any regret. But I've gotten older now. I'm 35. I have several jobs. I have my little brother who I give his time to. Eventually I'll have a family, you know. That time is going to be less and less. What fits that need to be right then and there? I got so mad at my PlayStation. I sold it last year because every time I booted the stupid thing, I had to go through and it was the PlayStation 4 Pro. Every time I had to boot the stupid thing, I had to go through and I have amazing internet, like 6 hours or some ridiculous update. And it drove me bonkers and I couldn't take it anymore. And I got rid of it. And I'm just like, these consoles are just so out of date. Granted, last year, PlayStation, obviously, the new consoles are a lot better. I have an Xbox Series X. I've only ever played 2 hours on it, a Microsoft Simulator. I've never played. That's my little brother. He plays on it. He plays that in Stadia. He does both of those. So for me, the convenience is just a game changer. And I think that's going to continue to be the case for many more of us as we get older as well. So, and again, even the younger generation, my niece is gaming on cloud gaming. She's playing Little Nightmares. She's playing Spirit Lucky's Adventure. My brother as well. He doesn't like understand cloud gaming stuff. He just knows he's having fun. He does know that if the internet is sometimes my internet acts up. If my internet acts up, the Stadia is not going to work as great. So I have to reset my router. But anyways, I'm going on tangents. But you guys know, man, I think this younger generation takes for granted how amazing cloud gaming truly is. And I think that's going to evolve, and they'll see it. I still remember my Super Nintendo blowing on the cartridges. Yeah, man. Blowing on the... Yep, I'm with you on that. Hold on. We're going to do the giveaway here soon, guys. Just give me a couple more minutes. I don't know if it's just me, but Stadia just feels so much better than NVIDIA's GeForce Now. Resolution and latency is better, and sometimes you just forget you're playing in the cloud. I'm with you on that. Just in general, man. You just forget. That's how good cloud gaming has been getting. It depends on what cloud gaming console or gaming PC you're talking about. Doom Eternal looks worse on Xbox One than Stadia. Yup. And that's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. I was trying to say that in a roundabout way. Holy crap. Again, Johannes, right before the stream goes, you can compare streaming versus local gaming to movie streaming versus local. Blu-rays will always give you the best quality. Have I popped up? You know, I messed with Blu-ray, I want to say in the spring of this year, and I threw on some Lord of the Rings, and yeah, it was good. And you're completely right, Johannes. Thank you again for the 99, which is mind-blowing as usual. Oh, man. Thank you so much. But you're right, Blu-rays will always give you the best quality and they won't go anywhere. Still, most people use Netflix these days or purchase movies on Amazon because it's good enough. Exactly my point. And even then, I don't know if anybody's done this. I'm sure it's on YouTube. But if you do a side-by-side comparison and you buy like the 4K version on Amazon and you buy the movie or even the Netflix, you put it side by side. Yeah, you'll see that the 4K is not as good enough. It's not as good as like maybe that Blu-ray, right? But you look at the 4K and you go, wow, that's still pretty damn good. It looks good. I think we're already at that point with cloud gaming, in my opinion, not with every service, but we're almost pretty much there. And it's only going to continue to get better with things like having mobile and 5G and stuff like that, guys. So it's just going to continue to evolve and it's going to be there. So Johannes brings up a great example. Thank you again for the 19.999, my man. My man just drops the donos like he's just dropping a 50 cents dono, which I'd be appreciative of as well. Thank you so much, my man. Johannes, thank you. I was on cloud 9 I think all week, and I think I'm gonna be on cloud 9 again. Not just, I'm always like, I actually, after all my streams, because I'm an introvert, I'm not very like social. This forces me out of my shell to stream to you guys. And it's funny because every time I finish a stream, I always feel kind of like an adrenaline. Like I just feel excited to talk to you guys. You guys get me like the love that you guys give back and the conversations we have and the so much fun that I have so much fun with these streams, because I used to be so nervous, and it's just I always have like kind of like a high after the stream. Like I'm just in such a good mood for the rest of the day because I get to hang out with you guys. It's something I look forward to every week. And you know, it's definitely been even a little extra the last couple weekends. So thank you so much for all the support, Johannes. Oh my goodness, all these donations. Thank you. And thank you guys as a whole. Let's start to do this giveaway. I can't do a bunch of keys like I did last week, even though Johannes has been extra. I gave out so many keys last week that I looked at my list today and I'm down. Like I almost have nothing left. And I am trying to save some keys for giveaways for charity streams that we're going to have in the future as well. So I want to save I want to save some of those for those occasions. So let's do the last giveaway, guys. Last 30 seconds, I'll give you guys to exclamation raffle. We're gonna give away giving away Rayman Legends, drew a blank, and let's do that, guys. And meanwhile, I'm gonna read some of your guys' stuff. My NVIDIA graphics card offered me to see the FPS and stats while I'm playing. Why would I add a source of suffering? They think I'm an idiot. A game should be judged by how I feel, not the numbers. Raphael, I'm typically with you on that. And as the non-Sunny creator, that's what happens with me. I play the game and I just feel it out. It feels good. It looks good. The creator side of me knows that a lot of people care. So I do have those numbers on for those people who really care about that stuff and they're really passionate and they need the game to be at 60 because, you know, maybe they get sick or it's just like they have their own standard of quality. None of that is wrong, by the way. And that's totally okay. I always say, guys, you guys vote with your wallet if you're not happy, and voice it as well. And I take that feedback. So I typically game, and I'm like you. I just, if it feels good and I'm having fun, I don't even notice games are 30 FPS unless I'm actively trying to pay attention. Like if it just feels good, you can definitely feel when a game is sluggish and it's under 30. Like if it's like down to 20, you can feel that. 25, you can even feel that. But 30, I think I'm just so conditioned by 30 that I just don't even realize it. But outside of that, I'm with you on that. I still remember the first day I played Ultima Online, and the vision that day is cloud gaming. All developers like me are talking about these days for 15 years. Yeah, man, and that's what I've been talking about on this channel for the last 2 years. The talk of that died down in February when Google stopped their studios. But I'm still convinced that you're going to see this in the future. And I hope we see it with Google, but if you don't, you're going to see it with something else. And the future of cloud-only games is going to be incredible. I'm excited for it. And I always say it's the things that we dream of, that we've always dreamed of as kids, and the things that we want to see in games, like masses of armies maybe fighting each other, and it's all players. I think the future of cloud gaming is going to be that. It's going to be things that we've never seen before on levels that are just going to be on these grand scales. And I'm excited for it. I'm not convinced Google's not going to put their eggs in that basket at some point, though. I really feel they will. But it's just a matter of time on working on getting the things correctly. As I say, right now, cloud gaming percentage is still low, and even all the best predictions of where cloud gaming is going to be in 5 years from now, it's still not going to be this massive chunk where it's overtaking gaming as a whole. I think that we're still about maybe good 7 to 9 years away from cloud gaming being, 50 to 60 to 70% of the way the gaming's consumed. I think it's going to overtake eventually, but we're not quite there yet. So we'll see. That's just me guessing. All right, guys, let's do this last giveaway. We've given you guys plenty and ample time to go ahead and enter. All right, so here we go. Again, the rules real quick. If you end up winning today's key, reach out to Granite on Discord. Make sure you guys join our Discord anyways. It's been so active. I always try to catch up every week. I catch up with the chat and then I start to work a couple days. I don't get to catch up and I'm always behind. That's how active our Discord is. So join our Discord. With that, again, message Granite if you're the winner on Discord. He's one of the mods. And we'll get your key out probably within 7 to 10 days. It takes me that long, so I apologize. But you all get your keys. As somebody mentioned earlier, they've been playing Humankind and enjoying the crap out of it. Let's go. So our one winner today on The Price is Sunny. WB, are you in the chat, my man? I gave members today 6 tickets, by the way. 6 tickets. Let me see if I can find WB. So WB has exactly 30 seconds. WB only had 1 ticket as a subscriber on the channel, and he still got pulled. So we'll give WB 30 seconds. So I upped the tickets and I'm trying to get members to get some games. All right, let's see if WB answers. All right, we're gonna move on here. All right, he's not answering, guys. This is for Rayman Legends. Let's go. All right, the next winner on The Price is Sunny. We are now moving on. Is Ramona. Ramona, I don't know how to say your last name. Ramona, are you here on The Price is Sunny? You are a winner. Come on down. Come on down, Ramona. Glendora says, for a 30 FPS game, Far Cry 6 on Stadia is smooth. I couldn't agree with you more on that, by the way. It sucks now. After playing 60 and 120 FPS, 30 is starting to hurt my eyes more and more. Some games I'm okay and they run smooth despite being 30. Yeah, I've noticed some people who will just like they play the higher FPS and then they come back to a 30 and it's jarring for them. Even then, man, I'm telling you, I jump from a 120 to 30 and I can notice a 30, but then like after 30 seconds of not noticing and just playing, I don't notice anymore. Alucard says there are movie streaming services that have Blu-ray quality. Yep. All right, let's move on. The next pick for today's winner for The Price is Sunny. Rockmirth, are you in the chat? Is the lucky winner today. I know Rockmirth is always like active at the beginning of like every stream, I want to say, but I don't know if he stays all the way. That's the only thing. I know he's here like all the time. Is he answering, or we're gonna move on? Oh my goodness. And there he is, a Rockmirth. My man Rockmirth. That is 3 non-subscribers I pulled. So we're gonna up our tickets for our members because our members need to win some games as well. You know what we might do is do just one giveaway at some point just for the members. Make sure if you're a member on the channel, hop in our Discord because you also have access to a secret channel that only members and Patreon users get. Johannes, we got to add you on there if you're on Discord, my man. All right, congratulations to Rockmirth. Make sure you message our man Granite. Guys, this has been so much fun. Again, let me just give a shout out to let me give a shout out to our man Johannes again. I don't know what I've done for the man to just be so generous with me. He says he loves the content, so I just want to give him a special shout out. He's been incredible, and I'm bottom of my heart, my man. Thank you so much. Thank you. You made my whole week last week, and I think you'll make it again. So, and let me give some love too as well. Cloud Knight came in with quite a few donations today. Geek the Sneak, and of course all the people from last week as well. Consingo, Chocolate, Mind Plague was through a donation last week. I know Mind Plague's been very active today, so thank you, Mind Plague, Mr. Perfect, Chris, and all you guys. So thank you guys, and then we had some members as well. So guys, thank you so much. Let's end on some good music here. Let's put this on. Thank you so much, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Let's go. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for the stream. And yes, I noticed last week that I seem to kind of get scolded for not saying a certain thing at the end of my streams. My goodness, I need a sign that says, I'm not used to doing it on streams. On videos I am. That's all right. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Today on Sunday. Man, it's been so much fun. Guys, get ready. We have a lot to cover. A lot of videos are coming up, and we have some cool games coming out, even some surprise stuff I think you guys are going to be happy about. That's all I'm going to say. I don't even know. I'm not even going to say what the surprise is about. And no, it's not about my channel. So watch out for that. Oh, no. Johannes with the 99.99. Thank you so much, my man. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. All right, man. I got to head out. Thank you so much, Johannes. Oh, my goodness. There it is. We got to throw a party just for Johannes, right? Thank you so much, Johannes, for the 99.99. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he matched himself again. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Johannes. I have to leave, man. I promise I would get off by now. I'm going to get in trouble. Thank you so much, Johannes, again. Thank you to all the donos today, all the love, all you guys watching today, all the thumbs up, everything. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next week, as we always do. Let's go. I'm Sunny, and as always, I'll see you guys in the clouds. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Music. Peace, everybody. See you guys.